All right, hello, and welcome to another installment of Port Haven Watches. We have Season 4, Episode 4, In the Name of the Rebellion, Part 2. I am YodaBauer.
And I'm Professor Jango.
All right, and we're really excited. This is once again a two-parter episode. Jango, do you want to let us know what happened last time?
Sure, so just as a very quick recap, again, you can watch the episode and listen to our commentary for the first episode, but the main thrust is that Saw Gerrera and the Rebel Alliance is trying to part ways on terms of their tactics, the best way to fight the Empire. And so the Alliance sends the Ghost crew to tap into this relay. That ends up not working out, and they end up destroying the relay. But at the end of the episode, Saul shows up and takes Ezra and Sabine with him. And so when we start off this next episode, Ezra and Sabine will be with Saul at some unknown location having fun times.
All right. Thank you for that. As always, bring up your own copy of today's episode, be it if you have it recorded or online or whatever. And you can go ahead and sync our audio over the episode, and it'll be like we're all watching together. So, woohoo! All right, so I'm going to hit play in 3, 2, 1.
Or the word you're looking for, you just kidnapped.
Right, yeah. How do you think Saw feels about people taking control of his orders?
I think he's pretty strong on his own orders, just so not so much Mon Mothma's.
Right. I do love that they got Forrest Whitaker to keep coming back to voice Saw. I think that helps a lot.
Yeah, I think it does too. I honestly don't know why more of the voice actors don't do that for this show.
Right. Are they though?
I was just about to say, like he saved their lives because they did a crappy job of infiltrating an Imperial base.
I think he might be conning them into something here.
I'm pretty sure. I always wonder when people we see in Saw's crew if they are names we're supposed to know from the Rebel Rising novel.
Yeah, I think that guy, based on the Topps trading cards, is like called Two Tubes or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. All right, so is this really going to be civilian and Saw's crazy? Or is he not full crazy yet?
I don't know. You know the partisans that we see in the new Inferno Squad book didn't really care so much about civilians.
That's true. I feel like that helmet on Ezra is really obvious.
Yeah.
Aw. New clothes for Chopper.
I will say I don't like Chopper's orange. I always like Chopper's other paint schemes better.
Yeah, I agree with that too. Especially because his color scheme's so close to Ezra's anyway, and I just like different color schemes for different characters.
Right. This looks like a video game level. Gotta jump on the boxes.
Oh, don't remind me. I've played this about 10 different times. Whoosh.
I wonder at what point Saw has to start using the respirator.
Yeah, I wonder what comes from that too. Well, when the force-sensitive kid can hear singing and no one else can. I think we might be finding some Kybers here soon.
I was wondering that too, especially because, again, from the Rebel Rising novel, we know that Saw is pretty focused on them.
Yeah, and we know from the Ahsoka novel that Kyber crystals sing to Force users.
Also, that you can bleed and turn your lightsaber red.
Yes. I like this, like, Saw who's still half knows what he's doing, but he's already half crazy.
Right. Not quite at the point of let me interrogate you with a giant squid monster.
Right? I always figured that he had himself been interrogated by the squid monster, and that's why he went full crazy.
That
Oh,
makes sense. From all the time I spent watching the Clone Wars, I also expect Hondo to show up on any random cargo ship.
right. I wouldn't surprise me. Oh, people, huh?
What species is that green guy?
It's like a ish tib. I feel like I think could be making that up. He's he's either an Ishtib or there's a member of his species named Ishtib. I can't remember
Huh.
which. Hmm. People leaving to
Ooh.
work on a secret project against their will. Alright, so there's a plan. I'm a sucker for like random things said like that. It's the rebels.
Yeah.
These three, they're the entire rebellion. So are there no like security cameras in any of these hallways?
There are security cameras in the hallways of my university.
Right?
Actually, you're here because you were abducted.
Oh.
Maybe don't throw grenades if that's a kyber crystal.
They technically don't know that yet. That was some dark armor there. Those look like the dark troopers. You know, that's the thing. Apparently these guys are actually called death troopers, which bothers me because death troopers are zombies. These guys
Right.
should be dark troopers. I don't know. The stormtrooper naming schemes have just gotten weird.
Well, then, weren't the dark troopers the troopers that got force powers in Legends?
Yeah, but like in the first Battlefront game, they didn't have force powers. They just had a jetpack. So like, there's
That's
different
true.
like phases of the Dark Trooper project, I think.
Right.
Ooh, Saw is sneaky. They know what's up.
Whoa.
That's not good.
Think of a lightsaber you could make with that.
Right? I really enjoy the idea that the Death Star is a giant lightsaber gun.
Me too.
Krennic! The voice sounds familiar. I might know that voice actress. How cool would it be if Krennic showed up in this show?
That would be awesome.
To be fair, I feel like they have a lot more where that crystal came from.
Probably so. I love how much this last season is connecting to basically everything else we see from the new canon too.
Right.
And Dave Filoni said it was going to be a lot more intentional, and you can just feel like it is.
Well, they're also reaching a point in the new canon where there's less stuff they have to keep hidden.
That's
Oh,
that's true.
someone's a jerk. Mm-hmm. I mean, Saw's not wrong. That's the thing.
No.
He's doing it wrong, but he's not wrong.
I also wonder how much of that he's actually told the Alliance.
Yeah. Or if the Alliance would even believe him if he did tell them.
I mean, it was pretty far fetched when Jin showed up and told him all of this.
This is true. Is he gonna fire the crystal into space?
How situationally ironic would it be if this ends up being like the actual crystal for the lightsaber?
Yeah.
Not the lightsaber, but the Death Star.
The Death Star, the lightsaber gun.
And Saw ends up delivering it to them.
I think it would be very appropriate. Alright, let's see what's gonna happen here. Yeah, you know, I think Ezra's learning that Saw doesn't do things exactly how Ezra would like them done.
Right. I mean, that's what Jin learned about Saw too. Like, he's ideological, but it's still his own ideology.
Mm-hmm. I was talking to somebody about this earlier, where I think that's why the rebellion gets so strong when Mon Mothma teams up with Akbar.
Mm-hmm.
Because Akbar is the action-oriented guy, but with morals. Oh, Saw, what are you doing?
This just seems like a bad idea all around.
I think this seems like a really, really bad idea. Is he trying to blow the ship up? I think that's what he's trying to do. You think those stormtroopers are going to get Hulk powers?
Little gamma radiation.
Okay, so they're not going to get on the ship. I want to know what's going on with this Dark Death Trooper. Like, is this supposed to be a character we know, or is this going to become a reoccurring character? Is this just a cool character? Oh, that's neat.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe talk to somebody over there first.
Yeah, just make a nice little phone call.
Why hadn't they done that already?
Right. These poor people are just being led around by this droid left and right. I like this guy. Uh-oh.
One of my favorite things about Star Wars is how easy it is to steal Imperial shuttles.
Yes. This person's clearly never tangled with somebody with a lightsaber before.
Yeah.
And force jumps. I feel like this person's going to become significant or be revealed to be significant. It's obviously not Phasma, both for age and canon reasons. So I don't know who else we would know.
A lot depends on if they survive the upcoming explosion in a few seconds.
That's true. Oh, she is the commander. Okay. I like how it's always the Imperial strategy to get closer to the strange thing.
Yeah.
Which really causes this problem all of the time for them. Uh-oh. Fasten your seatbelts! There, Mommy's home.
As always, Ezra just waves.
Sabine's so over it. You just turned it into a bomb.
And technically the Jedi use them for weapons all the time.
There we go. So, I really like this whole thing that's happened in a couple of the canon novels too, and here obviously, where we all know where this is going, but no one else does.
Right.
I've found it very enjoyable to like, oh, this is the Death Star.
I mean, and it just goes to show you too how much of a aberration the Death Star was, that like no one would even think that that was possible.
Right. Yeah, and just how long. I mean, effectively, it could stay hidden so well because no one could conceive of it. I mean, I think it's in Tarkin. I think Tarkin and Thrawn are the two novels that talk about it, but it's people noticed that resources were being moved around, but they attributed it to like more ships being built or something like that.
Right. Well, and it just goes to show you too why the rebels are so urgently trying to destroy it.
Mm-hmm.
Because they just found out about it.
Right.
Also, again, I love the Krennic name drop.
Oh, yeah. I'm really hoping he does show up in the show somewhere. I can't imagine it would be hard to find some way to even just have him, like, you know, someone talking to him over the HoloNet, even if there's no reason for him to be on location somewhere.
Well, that was our discussion of part 2 of this episode.
Yeah, it was really good. I'm looking forward to where this season is going. Lots of good stuff ahead yet.
Yep.
Until next time.